My mom kicked me and my dad out. Now she wants us back. A few years ago, my mom threw my dad and me out of our own house to be with her new husband, Mark. It was the worst day of my life, watching her pick a man she barely knew over the family she had built. But as much as it hurt back then, I now realize she did us a favor. After we left, my dad and I struggled for a while. We lived in a small apartment, barely scraping by. But my dad had always been smart. He just never had the chance to prove it. With nothing to lose, he took a risk and started a business. It started small, just him working crazy hours, but within a few years, it exploded. Meanwhile, I followed in his footsteps. I learned everything I could about investing, and soon I started making my own money. Before I knew it, I wasn't just helping my dad, I was building my own empire. Fast forward a few years, and my dad and I were living in a mansion, driving luxury cars and traveling the world. We went from barely affording rent to having more money than we knew what to do with. And that's when she came back. One day, out of the blue, my mom called me. At first, I thought maybe she was just checking in. But the conversation quickly turned weird. She started saying things like, "I always knew you and your dad would be successful, and we're still family, right?" Then came the real reason she called. She was broke. Turns out Mark had drained her savings, cheated on her, and left her with nothing. Now, after years of ignoring us, she suddenly wanted to reconnect. I won't lie. I was angry. Not because she wanted help, but because she didn't even try to hide her intentions. She didn't care about us. She just wanted our money. So I gave her the same response she gave us all those years ago. "I think it's best if you find somewhere else to stay. This is our home now." And then I hung up. My dad and I laughed about it later. We had built our success without her, and we sure as hell didn't need her now. She made her choice, and now she had to live with it. Did we do the right thing?